So namaste Rupesh ji, Rupesh from Cyber Jagriti, and namaste Nishant Sharma, host and co-founder at Rex Karmovir Global Fellowship Mission. So welcome Rupesh ji to
Welcome. Thank
the
you, sir.
Youth Experience Conversations. We are looking forward to learning from you. You want to
A
start by
pleasure.
telling us a little about what Jagriti you're doing in the cyberspace?
Yeah, definitely. Why not, sir? Yeah. First of all, very good evening to each and everyone watching us on Facebook. So my name is Rupesh. Already Jerry sir has introduced me. So I work on a project. Now it's an organization. Initially, we started it as a project. So named as Cyber Jagriti. The word Cyber Jagriti, all of you know, it's for awakening, or spreading awareness about something. So in these lockdown phases, because it's very relevant now, all of you can easily understand what context I am working on. So you might have seen a lot of things happening here and there. Yesterday, recent days, also some reporter from NDTV got also fooled. She need to lose her job from NDTV and something like that. So there are a lot of things that happens in this digital world, because now from that barter system to we have shifted to this digital world. Now not only currency exchanging is happening in the notes in 2016-17, the demonetization when it came, so everything has changed now. And we are in a digital world. So we need to be aware, we need to be educated, we need to be prepared to survive in this digital world. So are we having that mindset, or are we ready to live in this digital world? The ethics what we require, the base what is required, all those things to educate people, in connect with colleges, schools and all. So that is my mission and goal. So I believe that, because when in if we take the statistics of crimes happening, so most of them happens with people who have graduated. They are good and decent people, they have graduated, they are educated and all. But when I see that you have hold a graduation degree and you're not having ethics, or you don't know how internet works and all, it's a little not a good sign. So I believe that at least in schooling and all, it's okay. Your school, we might have not have that kind of setup or system and challenges and all. But when you're in a graduation field, you do a 4 years course and all, you have access to a lot of things. But still, if you are not aware of how to be in this digital world, then that's not a good sign. And to make it a mandatory thing in every school and college, you have an induction program, you have a lot of programs in which basically you are given instructed about a lot of things. So we want to make a mandatory thing, that 1 to 1.5 hour. It's not a long course or something. You just need to spend 1 to 1.5 hour. You can get educated about stuff, what is good, what is wrong, how to basically analyze. That is a 1.5 talk. If you are aware of, then you're pretty full and good. So that's to in that vision we are currently working on. And we hope that this happens soon. And in India we see that in everywhere you're talking about digital safety.
Excellent, Rupesh. Thank you so much. With that, I'll hand you over to Mr. Nishant Sharma.
Thank you.
That was a good brief introduction, and we will provoke some insights later on because I did hear you mention about the lady from NDTV. I have a different insight on that altogether, uh, but
Definitely.
uh, but surely we shall save that for the towards the end when we get a little more aggro on the insight sharing and provocative theories. Till then, Nishant will lead the cooler, calmer part of it and get into a nice, casual conversation with you. Over to you, Nishant.
Thank you so much, Jay sir, for that introduction. And Rupesh, thank you for introducing yourself. But for those of you who don't know Rupesh yet, I thought I'll give a formal introduction. Firstly, very good evening to all of you, and welcome once again to our Youth Experience Conversations. So, for those of you who've just joined us, today we have Mr. Rupesh Mittal, who is the founder of Cyber Jagriti Foundation and a cyber consultant who started his foundation in order to help students find their interest and also develop skills required for a better future. So Rupesh is a cybersecurity consultant for police as well, and he's come across many crimes, cyber crimes in particular. And in order to control them, he started this Cyber Jagriti program, an awareness program to educate people about crimes and stand by them. Is that right, Rupesh, or did I miss anything?
No, no, perfectly fine.
Great, fantastic. So, Rupesh, we usually begin with childhood. So, what was your school life like? What is your earliest memory as a child?
My earliest memory as a child was, the thing only, whenever deal anything with these childhood memories, I only remember the thing that in a max class, I used to sit in the back. I used to be very afraid of my max teacher.
Right.
But whenever this happened with me every time. So whenever I have shifted things, whenever I have shifted my atmosphere or environment, I have seen a growth in me. So that's the reason I like changes very much. Something is not working fine, and I need to switch. I feel it's okay, because I feel that I will learn somewhere something there, and I will definitely level up. But so this happened in my sixth class, I guess. So I used to, in my memories only, I'm not sure what exactly used to happen in those days. So as of my knowledge, I used to be very afraid in that school for max. But in my seventh grade, when I was in the next school, I was with the teacher. I used to fight with the teachers. No, 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 it's not in this way. You need to do in this way. You can also do in this way. That's my memory that. So my other than that, it's same. I am not a sport guy. I barely play any sport. So in my graduation, so what I used to do, because I used to not go to sports and all, and I'm doing some mental work, so I need to keep my physical work, physical health also. So I used to go to a little gym in the college, so that I can have balance of both mental and physical thing.
Fantastic. And you did your schooling and even the graduation from Hyderabad,
Yeah, everything is in Hyderabad.
right? So because a lot of student people in our society, they always ask us, especially when you're young, that beta bade hoke kya banoge? What? So typically, I always want to ask, what did Rupesh have? Different kind of answers that you had, or what did you want to become when you were a child?
I still have that,
Mhm.
that I want to be a rank one, or that IAS kind of officer and all. I still have that kind of feeling, but I'm not sure if I will go for that or not, because recently I'm planning that, because how society, because now I'm currently dealing with them. Every day talk to an IAS officer and IPS officer. I still feel that power is not in their much of their hands. Let's become an advocate, because that's again a reason for that. Because if you see, all the great people around us, Vallabhai Patel or Gandhiji and all, they were all advocates, lawyers and all. I was thinking like, so let's do this thing. Let's have that feeling. Let's wear a black coat and see how does it feel. So currently I'm planning for that. Future, if everything goes on, maybe I will go for this plus one officers also.
That's fantastic. Lovely. And a lot of people talk about this transition from school to college. That is where a lot of these young people actually discover what their true calling is. What do they really like? What do they not like? Their passion. So, how was it for you, Rupesh, that
Yeah.
transition? Can you walk
I,
us
I, I
through that?
totally I totally agree with that. So I'll say, that I'm not, I feel many of you who are with me might have experienced this, because uh, I were not until my parents are not that educated. So till my inter and all, I were not aware of any kind of graduation programs, what all graduation programs happen, what is the future ahead of that. I was not having any clear picture of that. Only thing I was knowing that, uh, it is a degree, and future based on that you can apply for IAS or IPS jobs and all. So that was the focus. So in my interest, so my friends, their parents were all educated and all, so they used to tell that CSE, we'll go into CSE and all. So I also had a feeling that we'll go upon jayenge to we will go to CSE only. So because of that, I didn't, we were having IITs and also JE mains and all. They were there at our times also. And in my year, I think there was this IP weightage, intermediate marks per weightage also was there. So my score wasn't that good in that, but in the exam it was good, but due to weightage and all concerns, and I was applying for CSE only. So due to this reason, I got a seat somewhere very far, but my parents said no, 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 it's not like that. So and we also write our state exams also, right, for engineering and all. So in my state exam, my rank was 1800, all over rank. So and the college in which I got the seat is only 3 kilometers from my home. It's
Fantastic.
a top three college in the state. It's just 3 kilometers away from the home. So my father and I went there, visited the college. My father liked the college very much. She was like, "You should go into this only," because he, like, for him, the safety reasons and all. Because 3 kilometers is mean, it's mean my dad's area only. Anything happens, good or bad, he can handle that or control that or whatever thing. So its control
Sure.
is in that thing. So he said, but I was feeling like, no, 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 state colleges are not our level colleges. We'll go to some national level college only. I'll take a long term or something like that, and I will go right next to exam and I'll go. But my dad was like, सामने थाली पड़ी है तो क्यों ठोकर मारना, what kind of feeling. My those kind of conversations come and started. My dad then contacted, because I was not agreeing with my dad. Parents cannot agree, right? So then I said so from 7th onwards my max plane started. So I used to very close to my max teachers. So then my father called up a professor and said, this happening, please convince him somehow. So my max sir called me. She was the principal also there. So he called me and said, see, it's good. I know you're about you and all. Join the college, write the exam. If you get, leave this college and go. That
Right.
sounded pretty well. Yeah, there is no
Right.
no gain, no loss thing. If that doesn't come, then I'll continue with this. If it comes, leaving and going is also fine, right? So 1 year won't be getting wasted. So somehow they convinced me. And when I entered my college here, Vienna Vignan Jyoti, it's in Hyderabad, a top college of Hyderabad. It's now a top college in South India. So then what happened, like we went into that. So I was with a feeling that this is not my cup of tea. In couple of months I'm going to leave the college. We are not focused with this college and all, so we are, I'm going to leave this college soon. So then I started visiting other colleges. So I used to visit bits. My friends were in NITs and IITs, so I used to visit them. They used to have fests and all, so technical fests and all, so I used to visit them. So my first was encounter with bits. So there I attended a workshop on ethical hacking. So that's where I started. I came through something called as this hacking or this computer security kind of field. So it was back in the year 2015 itself. So that's where it started. So I was not interested in the topic. Seriously, I was not interested in that, but I was interested in the person, how is he earning, because it's a highly paid job. It's a decent job. I liked teaching a lot. So I like the profession what he was doing very much. So I then started my journey. I'm going to become that person. It in mind that, yeah, let's become that kind of person. We'll also become a trainer. We'll also do workshops and all kind of things. So that's how it started. So from there I then took up few courses, did a certifications and all. Then I got also a few opportunities to work with the police department of India and other countries also. I trained them on how to do cybercrime investigation, and hopefully, I hope many things are still in the lane.
Right.
Some targets are to be reached. I hope that also comes through.
Great. So that's exactly what I was going to ask you also. Where did that, how did cyber Jagrati happen? So I think that was the question that
Yeah.
a lot of people had. So I think now
Yes.
I
Yes.
got a little idea that, of course, good to know that background, right? The kind of mindset of the people that you were with. And that ethical hacking workshop definitely introduced you to this field, and you understood, the importance. So tell us, Rupesh, what's the story behind
Yeah.
Cyber
Yeah.
Jagrati? How
So
does it
what
work?
happened is in 2018 only I started with the police department. So after that, because I was with police department, I used to train police department, connected with them and work on little cases also. So in workshops, when I used to go to college and deliver workshops, I used to deliver workshops in colleges on ethical hacking, cybersecurity. People started introducing me because the more they introduce about me, it's good for them, like and all. So people started introducing me as a consultant for the police department and all. So that's when the story started. So people used to post a seminar or the workshop, people, students or faculty also. It's in the both, not only students, faculty used to approach. So this is the issue which happened with me, what should I do? So like that it went around 6 to 8 months. So I used to give them answers, this is what you can do, or help us connecting with the people here and there who are officers. I used to connect with them. Last year in the month of not the before last year, 2008 19. Yeah, it's 2019. October is generally, we call it as cyber awareness month. Okay, in
Right.
which a lot of organizations worldwide, it's a worldwide thing. A lot of organizations worldwide come ahead and they load out a lot of programs on spreading awareness and all. I was also part of few programs, and in that 3 to 4 cases which I saw, that connected me very lot. I'll tell you those. So one case was with a first year student of my college only. I am an alumni, so he might have connected with someone, and few juniors were knowing me. I used to visit Chill College, so he connected with me. He said he had lost 51,000 rupees in just a span of 1 week, and
Okay.
it's a very foolish event. He just got a message that you are using Amazon very well. You have got a lucky coupon. This is what a message you got. We are very happy with your the way you are using Amazon. We are taking a lot of orders and all. We are a super person. So then you have an offer. You are getting an Apple iPhone for so some 6,000 some the discounted price of this cost you're getting. So he opted for that. Then he said like this, because you have selected iPhone, you are into one more panel, or so one more round of thing, and in that you are getting this offer. So like that they made, you know, this payment, that payment, blah blah dhimka dhumkala. They made a full clean shot of 51,000. So in that also there was some foolishness with that child also. You laugh when I say that. What happened is the product was around 8,000 cost, and some 10,000 was some fee, which they said they will refund that. Okay, so first, if anyone is listening to me, never ever trust of refund, because once money is gone, is gone. Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, so it's something like that, 18,000 something. So what he did is he did a round figure and he sent 20,000. What opposite person said, no, I can't accept round figure. Send me that exact whatever amount is there. Send me the exact amount only. He sent that exact amount again.
Okay.
The opposite person convinced. Are you getting my point, right?
Right,
You could
right,
have
right,
asked for
right.
deduct and send me, or send me 20 back. I'll send you from that again. He sent that 18,000 again. Then I thought like, dude, this is a very serious case. You know, he is in this way. Some might have kept that because of shy and all. He might, people don't come out, because
Right.
I know about these cases because of a lot of reasons. People don't come out and complain about that. So how many more people are this fraudsters looting and all? So this is one case. And next case, that's a woman related case. What happened is a friend's picture, not a friend, I don't, it's not a friend of mine. So some Instagram, they approached me over Instagram. So that lady's picture they have taken and written the number at the bottom and uploaded it in the dating websites like Tinder, Happen and all. So like that, some dating websites they have uploaded, and she was frequently getting calls. You know, if some number is on dating websites, you know what the purpose of the call is, right? So in that, you know, she was mentally very much disturbed and also she was asking for solutions. So like that, there are multiple more. So but these two things, like this couple of events like that made me think like, why let's do for a month only, let's
Right.
do every day, right? Let's make it an everyday job. It's educate people on about awareness and all. So we thought of, let's do a project work. You know, I never thought that it will become an organization. So we started with a project, Cyber Jagrati program. It's a program for 6 months, so October to February, March end. So in the span of 6 months, we thought of training around 50,000 people around all over the nation. So
Right.
with that we started, and I almost travel every state. So there is something called as Jagriti Yatra. So in which it's a train journey for whole India. Around we cover
Right.
around 22 cities and all. It's around 13,000 kilometers we travel and all. So in that, by with those mechanisms and all, I traveled all India, came to understand the people, what all problems kind of, because mindset is very much important, and planning of how to develop something which is understood to everyone in a very simple way, because we don't want to make it very long, make it short as possible, because it's just a thing that don't trust anyone unless you confirm. It's just a message at the end we want to give, right? So after that it's up to you. So we want to make sure that, you know, only thing at the end what I will say, you, if you take the end story, it's that do not trust anyone. Whatever issues I say or whatever, at the end, if you take the, you know, conclusion part of mine, it will be, do not trust, this can happen with you. In that this can happen, I'll tell you the case studies what all can happen.
Right. Right. Great. So how was I've heard about Jagriti Yatra, the tour. It's mostly for entrepreneurs, right? And you
Yes.
travel across the country. Tell us more about that experience and how did that change you as a person and how did it help you?
Um, yeah, so Jagriti Yatra played a very key role, because I think because of Jagriti Yatra only, the project, the conversion of project, a program into an organization happened. So that's because of that only. So in there, you know, it's more about how much you network. It's, you know, Yatra won't do anything. It's their job. They'll take you to here and there places. It's up to you. You should have that zeal inside you, that you need to, you know, you should have your questions inside you. You should ask them. So the people who I met, they were of, you know, already, few are already into the process, few are in the process, few have completed the process also. So talking about the change, this is what I'm planning, how should I go ahead, how should the financials be, or how should the approach be, because I have no plan of making any kind of money out of it. So I am not aware of, because I have my own decent job and all. I'm happy with that. I just want to do some social work. So this is what my plan is. So discuss with few people how this can happen, or at least not only how to develop, or also you'll get your, whether you can also validate your idea in that, because you will be traveling with 500 people who are from various states, various educational backgrounds, various parts of life and all. So you can also test your idea whether your idea can be validated very easily over there. You can go someone, this is due, this is my product, or this is what I'm doing. If I ask you 100 rupees, will you gonna pay for that or not? Or okay, no, if you're not into money and all, you can ask them, will you gonna listen to me or not? So like that you
Right.
can go to people and talk also. You can do, it's up to you. It's, you are getting a platform. How do you want to use it and experiment over that? It's totally on you.
Right. And are you doing this full time now, or how do you run Cyber
Yeah,
Jagrati?
Cyber Jagrati, I'm currently in full time. So I
Okay.
do a
So
lot of
when
it.
was that transition? That's also very interesting.
That
Uh,
happened during
leaving
the lockdown
your,
phase.
yeah, leaving your job, that's a big decision for a lot of people, and jumping in full time, especially in COVID times. So I think tell us more about that, Rupesh.
Yeah, so it happened during the COVID time, because so as said, so till March we had a plan that it's a project kind of thing. So we did. So in April I got selected into a fellowship named as Change Looms Fellowship, Change Makers Change Looms Fellowship, which is actually by Pravah Delhi, and in Hyderabad it is facilitated by an organization named Ruber. So in that we get some financial support also. It's around 75,000 bucks, in which you can develop your project, or do at least the initial phases of your project. So that is where we thought of. It was in month of April. So one of my friend in Delhi, he so our fellowship has started, and in that
Right.
fellowship we were asked to, because COVID has started and we cannot do things offline. Previously it was workshops and seminars. So now we were asked, think something, so that we can make, what do you say, do the our fellowship online, or this 1 year thing online. Think of solutions how you're gonna, because we are not sure when things gonna open, and
Right.
fellowship is to be done. So at the in around like fellowships in around mid April or end of April, one of my friends from Delhi, he launched a course of his own in Udemy.
Right.
That struck me, and we thought, like, let's, okay, that's a good thing. We can also do it on Udemy. Like, someone is there to help us, how to go on Udemy and all. So then yeah, so here again Jagriti comes. So in Yatra I decided that I will make a course. It was in
Right.
December. So 4 month plans, I already had that. I'll develop a course. So and so things, some key points were noted down. Diary was there, so I opened that back. I then started again taking up things and all. And because of COVID, I got time. Otherwise, Monday to Friday, it's office work. We need to do it. Saturday, Sunday, some webinar workshop, something it would go off, and barely some time would come for preparing and planning. So now we are at home. It's manageable. A lot of time. At least 2 to 3 hours per day. It's okay to we are getting, at least the travel time is cutting down. So I'm able to spend on that. So it's when we planned, we then recorded it, made a lot of experiments. Oh my god, I used to stay, because in the day you will have we are having no money to do. So we used to, I used to do everything at home. So I made my room packed and all. Still some, at the time I record, some dog used to bark, or someone is coming at the home, or something used to happen. So I used to stay till at 11, wait when everyone sleeps, wait patiently when everyone sleeps. Then I used to open my system, start the recording there, listen to that carefully again. I if anyone is with this video or audio part, if you take a selfie also, you take 3 to 4 selfies, right? So that part, so like that recording and all happened. I used to stay till 4 o'clock in the morning, and we used to do that recording and all. And then finally an output of 1 hour 22 minutes came, and then we launched it on Udemy. There also I was expecting, like, in a month we'll get around 1,000 plus registrations and all and all. That's the plan. That was the plan. But very we got a lot of support from the community. I got a lot of support from the community. In just 10 days of our course, we got 15,000 plus people enrolled in that course from worldwide. So that was a great achievement, and that motivated us a lot, that whatever we are doing good. because that's validated, right? If the course is not good, or we had done, we have done mistakes, we have got some reviews also, we are working on them, we are updating the course regularly and all. So that the thing that people need this, they are watching it and they're learning something from that, validation or that satisfaction we have got. So now it has around 20,000 plus people in that. So from that, we are not marketing it much. So wherever I give seminar or anything, I just tell them, yeah, this is the course, you can go and take. It's free of cost there also.
Fantastic. Lovely. So, Rupesh, for a lot of people right now in COVID, they must have gone through the same times. And a lot of people right now are thinking of, starting their own initiative, or if they have an initiative or a project, want to, go into it full time. So, what would your recommendation do be, in these times, if you're starting up or just, formalizing things? What kind of suggestion or advice would you give these kind of people?
Yeah, so you can know, I can, because whatever I followed, I can drop down to you. Because
Right.
the first question you might have is whether my idea is right or wrong, right? You might need to validate your idea or product or whatever you have. Don't think of that you have answer within yourself and around you only. Sell it, if it's about selling or giving service to thing, experiment it on your friend itself.
Right.
Okay, or go to somewhere, go on a bus stand or somewhere, stand randomly over there, make spend some 100 rupees, take 4 to 5 prints of a brochure or something, design it, spend some time, then try selling it, try experimenting on that. You will get good reviews, genuine reviews over there. And after that, and once you think that yes, people need this, you get you get a confidence that this can be developed, this should be developed and all. Then you can go ahead, do look out for Google whatever you want. First thing you need to do is, do not think that ye kaha milega, where will I get this, ye id ekkada dortadi and all. Google it, you will get answers over that.
Right.
Is it about funding or is it about designing or whatever stuff? Google it. And if you are an entrepreneur, you need to do everything. Believe me that you need to do designing, you need to do each and every crook, you need to be aware of, have knowledge on that, or connected with people who can do that for you. So one of my friends says, if you are doing something alone or anything, you will need to become a donkey. तुम्हें गधा भी बनना पड़ेगा, you need to become a donkey, you need to become a horse, you need to become each and every animal whatever you want. If you don't know to take all those things, it will take some effort, but trust me, whoever has done that till now, they have been successful, or at least they have that satisfaction that they have done that. You will never get disappointed, because I'll add this some science fiction also to this. Newton's laws, energy, I'm not sure, not remembering that, is it Newton's laws or Einstein's thing. Energy is never wasted, okay? Energy is never made or destroyed. It cannot be created or destroyed. It will just transfer from one form to another form. So whatever hard work or whatever you're doing, do it. No, don't think about the results, do it. If you're not getting the result in this form, some or other form, you'll get the result. That is
Right.
definitely going to happen.
Right. Fantastic. And Rupesh, what kind of challenges did you face? Would you like to share, a couple of them with us, and how did you deal with them? That's also very important to know.
Yeah. So challenges for me, because my project was initially when we were in pre-COVID phase. So my challenge was, I need to go to a college and give a seminar over there. So connection with colleges was a thing. So I had few solutions also for that. So you can go out, there are student chapters kind of thing and all, so you can approach to them. My challenge was also, I also don't have time. So my only time which I have, so I can spend that in delivering a workshop or giving a seminar. If I sit on and talk about collaboration and all, go visit a college and all, that will kill one day, and one seminar will be missed. So with that intent, so what I used to do is, I used to do everything over WhatsApp. And let's not talk about any privacy issues over now, we'll deal it later. Is it safe or not, right? So WhatsApp was is a new normal nowadays. So I used to deal everything with WhatsApp and phone and call. So Monday to Friday I used to work on that, and Saturday I used to go to so and so college and do my session over there and come back. Whether it's Saturday evening I used to come back, or Sunday, depending, it's day 1 day or 2 day event over there, and I used to come back. So this is how my plan was. So the thing is, You need to take time. If you are having focus inside you, things will happen automatically. The environment, the world will support you automatically. Just thing is, do not have something and everything inside you itself. Put it out. Tell to someone, whoever you meet, tell it. Do not have a fear that idea will get stolen, or those kind of things. Do not put out. If your idea can be stolen, right? So there is a money who is sitting there, even after you implement also he can buy that. Okay, so do not think of that. So just be, you want, because your focus should be on doing rather than any other stuff. So just do it, and believe me, the earth, the environment will support you in an automatic way. People will come, people will join you, join your hands, everything will happen. You just need to, that initial force is required, because to be in motion, the state should change. If you're in the same phase, you'll be in the same phase. Again, a science law is applied over here. Anything in a state will be in that state until unless some external force is applied. This is again some Newton's law only. So once you have pushed something, it will then only move. So if you don't apply any kind of external force, until then, if you're running in something, you'll be in that phase only. You cannot stop. If you're sitting somewhere to want to start, you need to apply some force.
Right. Very
Science
true.
explains everything.
Yeah, well explained. Right. So Rupesh, on that note, we'd also like to ask you, that question, that burning question that's been everywhere right now. And, you can extrapolate it to also tell people about, other applications and, similar things. Is WhatsApp safe right now? And what is the debate about, for a layman, for a student, for someone who doesn't know about, all of this new things that are happening? Tell us about this whole WhatsApp episode.
Yeah. So first thing is, do not worry much about this issue, because if you're thinking WhatsApp is safe, or any other application is safe or not, nothing is safe. First thing, let me tell you, nothing is safe. Okay. So there is, if you're on internet, if today WhatsApp is not reading, tomorrow Signal will read. What's the guarantee that tomorrow Signal or any other application is not reading your data or doing something with your data? Okay. So what you need to work on or have a belief on is following a cyber hygiene. Okay. So
Yes.
what is hygiene? Okay, so now we were having COVID. So what was our hygiene? You should not do this on this thing. You should always wash your hands. How many of you follow or don't follow? Wear a mask, don't wear a mask. You all know that. So if you do that, you are safe. If you don't do that, whatever the consequences happen, you will need to face it. So the same applies over here in the world of cyber or any other aspect also. So you need to have a hygiene over everywhere. If you are working somewhere also, in office hygiene you need to follow. You need to go in time and all that, those kind of things. So when you are in any application connected to the internet, so have a hygiene. Do not share personal things, intimate things. Whichever thing has at least half nude or full nude thing, I don't even recommend to shoot it on your camera. It's both for male and women. Why do you want to shoot things, right? So I have 5 things over there, what you should do, what you should not do on internet. So if you're putting something on internet, okay, so how to classify whether you should put this or not put this? Okay, so 5 points everyone can take down from here. First point, if you are okay if your parents see that, you should be okay if your parents watch that. If you're if you're happy if your parents watch that, you can post it on internet. Next thing, you are happy if that post is seen by your friend, any friend, enemy. Okay, it is seen by your friend and your enemy also. If you're happy with that, you can put that on internet. If you're happy if that post that you keep comes tomorrow in a newspaper article, in that post that you're putting a picture or a status or anything, or you're writing something over internet, if you're happy tomorrow if it comes on a newspaper front page, you can post that, or you can do that. You are happy if that post you can print, if I print on my t-shirt, right? If you are happy someone prints that on a t-shirt, if you're happy, you can post that. Last point, I'm not remembering, just give me a minute. So last point is, you would be happy, yes, this is very important point, you would be happy if you would see that post 5 years after this time. After 5 years, if you see this post, if you're happy, then it's fine. For this last point, I'll tell you in a simple words. When you're a child, you're just 1 year or 2 year old baby, your mother loves you very much, right? You always will be nude only over there, right? You will be naked only over there. So you might look cute and all, you might have all those things. Your mother might take picture with you, put it on internet, on social media, my cute baby and all. But after you're young, you might not like that, right?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure how many of you getting. I think I know on Nishant's face I can see he's getting that, right? After 10 years someone showing a picture, dude, this is you. You might not be comfortable with that. So that's the point. So after 5 to 10 years, if you feel that if I see this post, yeah, I'm happy, then you can post that. Okay. And also one more, not only childhood to 13 years all thing, in teenagers, I'm not sure how many of you know, you change a lot. Okay.
Right.
Maybe yesterday you are not that glamorous or that handsome, but today you might be very much handsome. Okay. Things change a lot in your teenagers. So a old
You
selfie.
you have really made Nishan's day.
Right. So you might not look that good then, and that, so yeah, things happen. You have not thought over there, so nothing has gone wrong till now. Also, you can go to your Facebook or whatever profile it's there, you can made it private or some things. But from now onwards also, if you follow these hygiene things, these 5 points, when you're posting anything online, or you're discussing anything online, so that thing. And during financial payments, what I say in a single line is, until unless you have seen and touched and utilize the product, do not pay for it. Okay. If until unless you have seen, touched the product, do not pay for it.
Right.
Every website provides you COD, use that option. Until unless you have seen and touched the product, any kind of service also, until unless you have utilized, no upfronts. Once upfront is gone, it's gone. Because of upfront, you are getting into a chain. Okay. Because अच्छा यार एडवांस तो दे ही दिया है, he is asking some, he'll ask you then tax भरो, ये भरो. There are, they are well trained people, they know how to take out money. So you don't know that person, how can you give money to an untrusted person? So that's the thing, if you ask me
Right.
for financial.
No, share more about this financial part, because that a lot of these scams, and people like you just give the example of this young person. And when such things happen, a lot of people, like you said, don't come, are upfront about it and share it, because they're very embarrassed, because they feel they're stupid, or some reason, or they're scared of their parents knowing about it. And secondly, it does have adverse effect on people's mental health also, because they feel it as a failure that someone has stolen money. So how to be careful, not click links, and even OLX scams, so many of these things happening. Share a little bit more about this financial
Yeah, sure,
hygiene.
sure. Sure, Nishan, I'll do on that. So first thing is, if anything is happening with you wrong on internet or anywhere, you are being fooled or anything, first thing, you should not feel bad about that. That's the very first thing. Any psychologist also will tell you that only. You should not feel bad about it, because that is not your mistake. Okay. That can happen with anyone. Okay. If it is you, if that same thing happened with Nishant or with me also, I would be fallen prey of that. Okay. So first thing is, do not feel bad about that. It's okay, it happened. But now it is very much important what do you want to do with that. Okay. So suppose now, today it has happened with you, tomorrow it can happen with someone else also. So first thing you should do is, you should definitely report. Do not think whether police will find him or do not find him. You do your job, right? Do tell them, give a complaint. Nowadays it is online only, you need not go anywhere also, just upload whatever things you have stuff with you. And if you are feeling that I don't want to disclose my name and all, they have given an option of anonymous thing also. You can just report an anonymous complaint and get rid of that. Okay. So this thing has happened again thing. Next thing is, do tell that incident. I will tell you this is, do tell that incident with share with your friends and family also. The reason is, tomorrow your brother or your parent might also be a victim of the same person, right? Suppose now, I'm a fraud, upload Nishan, tomorrow I can upload Jerry sir also, right? The same thing, if Jerry sir is not aware of something that happened with Nishant, Jerry sir also will get fooled. So by sharing, you are indirectly protecting your family also. So that one point you should definitely think of. I know, because when you are sharing, you might be afraid what your parents will say and all. it's okay. It's okay to listen with them because some mistake has happened. Okay, अरे गलती की है थोड़ी, you need to listen also. Do not get afraid of that. Nothing, what they won't kill you, right? They are your parents, they are your well wishers. Believe me, they are your well wishers. They will do whatever is good for you only. They will not do anything which is wrong for you. So they are your well wishers. Tell them this has happened. Tell a good sorry, or tell in a way, decent way. It will be totally acceptable. Many people come from orthodox, when many coming to women related cases, I feel, अरे बोलूंगी तो शादी कर देंगे, do not think about that. अगर बोलोगे तो शादी कर दोगे, I agree with that. तो कितने साल तक, how many years do you want to still be, single? After some X or Y years, you will be, married also, obviously, right? So do not worry about that. And first thing, do not get, about that marriage thing. I hear very, very frequently whenever some women related issue happens, because for parents, शादी कर देंगे काम खत्म, the tension gone, like the feeling they have. What we can do, it's a society built like that way. So do not get afraid of that. Tell them in a decent way. You can talk, okay? And marriage is your right, okay? If you feel that way, marriage is your right. It's your choice only. Again, some rowdies thing, it's your, it's your right, it's my life, whatever the rule, that things. So you can decide on that. You can talk to them. Do not, many people, what they do is they do not talk, and you just think of consequences. ये हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा. Believe me, nothing such happens. They are your well wishers. They want whatever is good for you. Until you might think, your parents will do this, they're, you'll get taking references from other people and all. See, they are not your parents, dude. Whatever they have, so whenever it comes from there, right, so masala added will come to you. Okay, so do not believe in that all stuff. Tell to your parents, tell to your siblings, or whoever is, well connected with you. Tell to them. Try to find out a solution, whichever is possible. And happened has happened. So whatever happens in the past, let's keep that in the past. Like the way we say, whatever happens in Goa, be it in Goa. In the same way, whatever happens in the past, let it be in the past and go on with the future. So if it is anything financial or anything, try approach us, or approach the law enforcement. If you can do anything with that, try to find out some solutions and get on with that.
So suppose someone does fall victim or prey to these kind of problems. What kind of solution should they go for? Like, can they what kind of people should they approach for what kind of problems? Like
So
cyber.
if yeah, so if anything is happening on internet, so we have cyber crime. It's if the okay. So let me tell you what is cyber crime in simple words. Any crime, any criminal activity in which a computer or a mobile, any digital device is used as a tool or as a target. Okay, suppose you have done something over an email. So there a system, a computer or a mobile device is used as a tool, and your phone was a target, right? So if in any incident a computer or any electronic device is used as a tool or a target, it is a cyber crime. You can definitely approach to the any nearest police station, because in India we had this in 2018, that every police station can register a cybercrime complaint. Later on they investigate, or they will transfer it to the concerned department and all. So that's their burden and all. So you can approach to any police station, write an FIR. If you want more, just say Google how to file online complaint space cyber jagrati. We have made an amazing video. It's a 1 hour video by an advocate from Mumbai. So we have discussed about every kind of crime. It's a patenting or every kind of complaint online, how you can do that. So you do not go anywhere, just have proofs with you, screenshots, proofs, in whatever way you need to have those things with you, and you can complain that.
Right. All right, Rupesh, and last couple of questions before we have Jay sir. So first one, you were talking about parents and how you should be sharing with your parents. I want to know what was the role of your parents in your journey, because definitely, especially after quitting your job and pursuing and making a non-profit organization. So what was the role of your parents? And then after that, you can share a message for other parents who are watching you right now.
Definitely. So my parents, as I said earlier, so they are not educated, and also they are not aware of anything with what I do. They are just aware that recently, because few frauds are happening with them, and they also get some calls and all. They know that this is, I work on these frauds kind of thing, and I educate people on these frauds and all. So they are aware, and also my father also, anything happens with that, he definitely comes to me. If any WhatsApp forwards, a lot of people share that. Few people make the TikTok and all when it was there. So they used to make videos. My father used to share that to me, and he used to have a discussion. This happened, this happened. I know that already. Then that kind of thing I used to have with my parents. So they are supportive, uh, cool, chill minded. They only want, if I'm having some decent thing, it's fine. They are not much worried about my income or anything. So they said like, if you're happy, that's okay for us. That's the only thing we want. Happiness is what is required. Money is haath ka mail. Today is there, tomorrow it might not be there.
Great. And what is your message to all the parents of the youth who are watching you right
Yeah,
now?
so parents, youth also, because tomorrow you are gonna be the parents. So any incident happens online, first thing is, see, it is okay. It is not a mistake. Yeah, it is a mistake, I agree with that, but it's not a big mistake. Okay, it's a thing that can happen with anyone. You need to encourage your child, educate him, tell him, ये तो हो गया, देखो इसमें सबक लेना है. You need to tell your child that, take a lesson from here and make sure that this is not happening with you again. Should not happen, because anything can happen with anyone. You're not aware. It's actually seen, it is your mistake. If seen, actually it is your mistake, because you have not educated your child that this situation can come and you should do in this way. Yeah, it's actually your mistake. It's not your child's mistake actually, if
Right.
seen in a broader perspective. So it's a lesson for you, it's a lesson for your child also. So both of you, learn from that, and do not make the situation more complex. Make it short, cut short, settle it down there itself, and try to be more happy. Life is very
Great.
short. COVID second also phase also coming, so life is very short. Enjoy it as much as you can.
Right. Thanks, Rupesh, for that. Parents would be happy to know that. And I have two more questions. First one is, what do you think about our mission of recognizing young champions of change? And how was your experience when you'd come for the youth fellowship at IIT Delhi in 2019? And what is the impact that has had on you so far?
Yeah. So it helped me very lot in my validation. So as discussed, so in the December phase, I was going through the validation thing only, whether my work, whatever I'm doing, is it right? Will people, should I do it or not? That was the first thing, right? So people recognize it, right? So they said, yeah, this is the required, people should know about this. That kind of validation, Rex also was a very good partner of that, because I think it was also again in December, month of December, November, December age only, when I was about to go to the Jagriti Yatra.
Mhm.
So it also played a key role to me, that yeah, so whatever I'm doing, it's right, it is recognized by people. So whatever I'm doing, it gave me a lot of confidence. Yeah, so I can continue with this work. It's not that I didn't get a negative kind of thing. Whenever you get a negative vibe from somewhere, like, what are you doing, dude? Sorry, we cannot recognize this kind of work. Then you feel like, am I doing right or wrong? So that kind of thing I didn't Rex also supported me a lot in that. The fellowship they provided and all. So an award also was given, that work for the work I'm doing. So it gives me a motivation, and it adds up to a profile also. That's and this thing can happen, people then also see you in a different shoe also. So
Right.
it helped me a lot actually.
Lovely. Thank you, Rupesh. And we're proud to have you as one of our young fellows who's making a huge impact on the country and the youth. And lastly, my question is your message basically for the youth and the future fellows who are watching you right now. What would your message be to the youth?
Yeah, so what I believe is the youth phase, whatever you have, is the most energetic phase in your whole lifespan. In your childhood you'll have energy, but you cannot use it. In your old you want to use it. In your old age phase, you want to use it, but you won't have that much energy. So this age, or the youth phase, around, I say, 90 to 30, or 90 to 30 mostly, of this phase you are having, you'll have a lot of energy, you'll have resources, and you'll have whatever things are required to use that also. So do utilize these platforms, like Rex or any other platform also, whichever according to you is suitable in your case. So do use them, utilize it, and ask for things, because until unless you ask for things, you won't get answers. No one is having till now, we are having AI, but that is not that intelligent that it can read your mind and give you solutions for that. That kind of thing has not come yet. There is no Baba till now I have seen. In front of him, if I go and sit, he will understand my mind, what I am thinking, and tell me, "Pacha, ye kar le, bacha." That thing you can see only in the Hollywood or our Hindi films only. That can happen only in the films. That will not happen in the real life. Ask for things. If you don't want to ask for people, you have human fear on, you got a very good tool, computer tool, Google. Just Google it. People are there to tell you, and it is very much easy also. You need to just, because you're having that energy, man, you can do that. You can only yeah, I used to have this quote in back when I just created my Facebook, right? You can, and only you can do it, right? So it is your thing. You can, and you only can do it if you're having this kind of feeling in you. So definitely you're gonna see wonders. And it's okay if it doesn't work out. Okay, this one point also before start, because you should have start with end in mind. You will hear this a lot. Start with end in mind. You will have a picture in your mind. This is what gonna happen in this many years, or this much of time lifespan, or this months, or whatever time span you have fixed in mind. This is what you want to see. It's okay if it doesn't happen also. Okay, it is okay. You need not feel bad about it, or get worried about it. It is okay if it doesn't happen also. Life is awesome. Ye nahi to kuch aur. Okay. Pradhan Mantri also didn't think that, PM Modi also didn't think that today I'm selling tea, man, tomorrow I'm gonna run this country. It's okay if not that today, tomorrow something else will come. As said, whatever energy, putting energy out is important, right? So that energy gets converted into something and comes back to you. That is important. Newton's laws are not made just, he didn't make just being an apple. Okay, not everything falls down. So those things whatever are made are real life things. Okay, that applies in our real life also. So whatever energy you put out, why do people do dana and dharma? They feel that that will come, and that happens also. That's the reason they do, right? So I'm not doing suggesting any dana dharma. I'm just saying that whatever energy you put out, if you put negative outside, you'll get negative back. If you put positive thing outside, if you put hard work outside, you will definitely get a result of that. That's what I want to say. Just do the
Sure.
work, be focused on that. You'll have barriers, you'll have failures. That's okay, that's part of that. Everyone had that, so that's fine. Do not compare also. One more thing which many of us do, we compare with, Are usko, he also started with us only, he has reached that phase, but we are still in the initial phases only. If you start comparing, right, that's not going to happen, because everyone has its own style of making it. If you take some product by machinery, a lot of products are made by machine made, and someone who is doing a handicraft, definitely you'll have a difference in the quality. Duration is more in handicraft, efforts are more, cost is more, everything is more, but its quality is its quality, machine quality is machine quality. So that's kind of difference you're gonna see. So just do your work, have a belief in yourself. You should believe in yourself. If that is there, everything is there.
Thanks, Rupesh. Thank you for taking out time and sharing those lovely insights. Now it's time for me to invite Jerry sir to share his insights on the conversation we've had, and also to ask you a few thought-provoking questions.
Sure.
Over to you, sir.
Over to me. Thank you. Thank you, Rupesh ji. That was very good. That if you're handsome, then you become more handsome. What was that?
No, everyone is handsome.
I could see Nishant floating like above cloud nine.
No, we cannot. We should not discourage that. So
No,
you're
no,
handsome.
I'm just
Everyone.
joking. Nishant is a
So
handsome guy.
for me, I am handsome anytime, because whenever I see in my mirror, आज तो अपन अच्छा ही लग रहे
So
हैं.
yeah, so Nishant and you are both handsome. That's the truth. But that Modi was a chai wala is a lie. So don't use that example again in the future.
Okay, sure,
Because
sure.
Modi has become prime minister with all jiggery, pokeri, fakery and roguery, right? Chai kabhi becha hi nahi tha. Sorry about that. This is the peril of working from home, right? So चाय कभी बेचा ही नहीं था, और आजकल मतलब पूरा मतलब सबको बस झूठ पेल रहा है। कभी दतुरे को मतलब कुछ बनाओ, ड्रैगन ड्रैगन फ्रूट को कमला बनाओ, बस वही चल रहा है। एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई जस्ट पुट अप ऑन ट्विटर. I'll tell you what are the exact words I put up, Twitter and Facebook, right? That unfortunately, in one era when the lockdown started, he did Ghanta Bajao, Tali Bajao, also propagated that घंटा बजाने से, ताली बजाने से virus मर जाएगा. Amitabh Bachchan also said that, by the way, the superstar which a lot of Indians follow. He also said that, घंटा बजाने से, ताली बजाने से decibel इतना ऊंचा जाएगा कि virus मर जाएगा. This is a Twitter post, since we're talking about social media, right? So I put Ghanta Bajao. Our BJP politicians have become the laughing stock for the world. In that process, they made the country also the laughing stock. While their blind believing bucks continue to live in fool's paradise. Economy is down, jobs are not there. They don't even have a clue how many jobs have got lost. So that's why I said it's a bad example. Anyway, coming back to cyber jagruti, right? What is the mechanism that you're employing to kind of engage students? I'm keen to know, because I see some synergies for powering what they are doing with the Rex Karmavir Fellowship, because this entire episode with Nidhi Razdan, right, shows
Indeed.
you that people are actually truly living in fool's paradise, right?
Yes.
And
So
the reason I say
yes,
that
yes,
is because, I mean, you're an investigative journalist. Yes or no?
yes, yes.
You're getting what I'm saying?
On a reputed, the well-known
Ah,
brand.
the well-known brand called NDTV, you're an investigative journalist, which means you investigate. Hai ki nahi?
And
Right?
you are offered a course on journalism in Harvard.
And you're offered a course on journalism in Harvard, when Harvard has no journalism course. बाकी कुछ नहीं तो गूगल मार सकते हो ना, गूगल या बिंग या जिंग जो भी है ना? And then you are saying that it was a state of the art fishing. What is state of the art fishing? Fishing is fishing. Yes or no? Right. Now, the point
If
is that if
and,
someone
and
like her
and the
can be
shocking
so
thing is, it
naive,
didn't happen in one day. It was a 1 year phase.
it is a 1 year phase and you are given an offer letter and everything. I mean, right? And given the fact that Harvard does not appoint professors who don't have a minimum PhD, and she has no PhD, right? They look for a doctorate and professional training and teaching skill. Anyway, given the fact that is one episode, Nidhi Razdan, I remember our son almost became a victim of cyberbullying around 6-7 years ago, maybe lesser, 5 years ago. He's 16 now, so he was around 10 or 11. And two of his schoolmates, I won't say friends, two of his schoolmates took a picture of his where he's looking at the phone, and they took a picture of another girl, morphed it, and said that he's looking at her. Right? Now, our son was not given a phone at that time, right? So he was not using a phone. This is, yeah, so he was 12 and a half or 13. That was the age, right? Uh, and we immediately, when we got to know about it in the evening, when this thing went on Instagram, we immediately addressed it by calling up the people who had posted it, and we found out who had posted it. So we addressed it with their parents. Now, the week after, there was the parent teacher association in the school,
PTO.
right? And I remember asking the parents, why have you given your kids a phone at this age, which is 12 and a half, 13? And they said, no, it's okay because there is no directive from the schools about this. And I was like, are you serious?
Is there any
No, no, no,
directive
no,
to
no.
give
My
phones?
my point being that do schools have to send you a directive to understand that you don't give a phone to kids at least till they cross the age of 14, because Instagram and, or I would say actually 15 or 16, right? Now you'll say you have given it for security reasons, but then aren't you monitoring what your child is doing?
Yeah.
And how are they on social media when even Instagram and Facebook, and I don't agree with Instagram and Facebook's policy of 14-year-olds being there, right? Because that maturity level is still not there, but they want to get more audience, so they're doing it, right? And we know how clean and ethical the Zuckerbergs of the world are, right? I always say the new abuse is what the Zuck, right? And you call people Zuckers instead of whatever else, right? You get my drift. So so I mean, this is a man who's completely compromised your security, right? And completely compromised the integrity of the internet, right? And if you remember the founder of the internet, the World Wide Web, I forget his name, but he had cautioned people against Mark Zuckerberg almost 7-8 years ago, right? So given all these conditions, don't you think awareness has to be kind of created at a mass level? What are your thoughts on that?
Definitely, sir. But I will put a small point over here. I'm not sure it's relevant or not. Do you know about for the COVID how much big awareness we have done? In your phone call, if you do, it will tell you to wear mask. Amitabh Bachchan also will say in your phone call whenever you're calling to someone. I'm not sure if there can be any campaign more bigger than that, in where if from a rural area also, if the phone call in a day at least you'll do once, in that they will tell you that you're not supposed to go out and wear a mask and
But
all.
how is that involved with social media? Because
No,
that
no,
was on
I'm saying
phone
what I'm saying. No,
calls.
no, I'm saying about awareness.
Hmm.
Doing about
Hmm.
awareness and
Hmm.
people actually using it.
Right.
Right. I'm coming into those contexts. So
Right.
if you are telling people, so the thing comes is people know, but they do not take it seriously. They think, nahi, 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 ye jhoti cheez hai. They have their own beliefs, their own whatever they have, and they want to stick on to that only. And because of these things only, many crimes happen. ये नहीं हो सकता. They don't, they don't think that yeah, this is possible.
Very true. You have some very educated, intelligent people who fall for bank frauds,
Yes,
right? And there is a proven research to show you that people who do con trips, right? Like, whether it is Ponzi schemes or con men, they can only con and cheat the greedy people,
yes,
right? Because greed makes you stupid, right? So if you see Bernie Madoff, right, the biggest Ponzi scheme of the United States of America, and maybe the world. The movie is on Netflix or Prime. Watch it. It's called The Wizard of Lies, right? So most of the people that he fooled were all very greedy, arrogant people who are looking only for quick gains, right? So that's how it works. There was a chap who called Peter Baldov, who sold the Eiffel Tower, who sold the Taj Mahal, he sold the Empire State Building. Again, nobody complained against him. He was one of the most wanted Interpol cases, but there was nobody to complain against him, because once you get fooled, you don't want to make a complaint also, right? Because then you expose yourself as being stupid, like Nidhi Razdan has, right? But the point being that one is the greed which gets the better of you and makes you stupid. The point being that, when parents are saying that no, there is no school directive, there is a concern. I'm more concerned about the most vulnerable community, because cyber crimes are leading to mental harassment, sexual
everything,
harassment,
literally everything is leading.
pedophilia, right? Which are some major crimes against youth and children. So I'm talking about those kind of crimes, because phishing and all those, let the greedy people get conned. That is not the problem. The problem is the most vulnerable, being children, who become prey to cyber predators. What are your thoughts on that?
So that's the point over there is what I believe, or how the thing again in AI thing. So if are having a case study, or if you are aware on April Fool, if you are aware that people are gonna fool you, you'll be you'll have you might have a thought that, behave smart, and this can be a fool. Someone might be fooling you. The same way, if you are not aware that this is happening or this can happen, there is a 100% chance that you will, if you are the first prey of that, will get into that crime, or that fell into that prey very easily.
Mm.
That's the point behind us. So what our mechanism, our works is, we do not do any rocket science over there. We are just going to explain people that this is actually how it should happen.
Mm. Mm.
In the recent cases, how this has happened, make sure that you are aware of these things, and if such thing is happening with you, a red alert should come in your mind that this can be a fake. Do not trust things, anything online. You
Right.
cannot trust anything online, because maybe I can take Jerry sir's picture from here, take a screenshot from here, make an account with name Jerry sir, and talk to you, right? So you need to have a lot of trust issues in your online. So that's the reason you have this blue tick thing also. It's internet, crimes are not happening for the first time. So why did this blue tick thing come? Because a lot of things people were using that. If Jerry sir is a well-known person and all, so if his account is not, people are creating that accounts and communicating on behalf of Jerry sir, right? Or on behalf of me. So how to control that? That this blue tick thing came in the picture. In the initial days of blue tick, people are having fake blue ticks and all thing also, but still that is now a control thing. So what our human thing happens, or our thing has, or any culture, if something has happened, we cannot predict the future. In future, we don't know what can happen in the future. So whatever things we have, or our ecosystem has, is whatever has happened, we need to be prepared that if it is happening again tomorrow, we are not falling a victim of it.
Right.
We are not a
Right.
prey for that.
Right.
That is the only thing what we can do. And to do that, the only solution I know is awareness. And with that awareness also, it's again your responsibility. Now if I'm telling to Nishant, or if I'm telling to Jerry sir, it's their responsibility only, because at the end it's you. Something is happening with Nidhi Razan, it's a loss to Nidhi Razan at the end. Whatever people may think or may not think, it's a third story, but at the end, whatever loss or whatever XYZ is happening, that is to Nidhi Razan only. So she or he or anyone, it's your responsibility only. You are safe or unsafe, you're putting things out, anything, it's totally your thing only. So it's your responsibility to do that. So if you're not taking things seriously, tomorrow you'll fall a victim for that, then you'll start obviously doing that.
Right. So how many students have you reached out to so far?
So we have crossed in this lockdown more than 1 lakh students, sir.
Okay. Through cyber,
Yeah, through
through
cyber
Zoom and
uh,
cyber chats.
not exactly on cyber chats. So our Udemy course had around 20,000 students.
Okay.
In the pre-COVID, we did around 50 plus workshops. They had around 10,000 plus crowd in that.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 30,000. And we did a 1 month campaign in the October month, 30 days, 30 webinars we have done. So in everything we had around 1,000 to 1,000 plus participants in that.
Mm-hmm.
So in that total, we had around 117K.
Mm-hmm.
That's the overreach reach we had in that 1 month duration.
Mm-hmm.
So we had advocates, we had IPS, IAS officers talking about, and a lot of people who are doing good in internet, experts and all. We have brought in all under the platform Cyber Wakil. So
Cyber.
Wakil, we named the program. It was just 1 month program in order to celebrate the National Cyber Awareness Month, October 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a 30-day campaign. With that, thought of pushing it again, because that is our route. We started with that campaign itself. So that's the annual event, annual fest kind of thing for us. Like for IT, it's December. So for us, it's October. So in that, we successfully did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of competitions, paper painting and all. It was very good event.
Great. Brilliant. So great insights. Pleasure speaking with you again, Rupesh. And thank you so much for all those great insights. Lovely talking to you. And thank you, Nishant, for all the great insights that you generated in the conversation. Thank you so much. Namaste and have a good evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much, Nishan. Thank you so much, Jerry sir.
Yes,
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Jai Hind.
Good evening.